how are my friends in the Northwest?
Good to see you.
Good to see you. Well, this is kind of a neat day for us because Steve has taken delivery of the new Ford Fusion. This is the 2010 model, and it averages 41 miles to the gallon. It's 8 miles to the gallon better than a Toyota Camry. So it's one of the best-selling vehicles in the United States right now.
Well, it's kind of cool for me. My dad was a long-time Ford guy, and I actually said to Alan, we were together at the CES, so what should I drive? What do you drive? He says, I drive everything. So he set a bunch of cars out, and we got a Flex, and now we got a Fusion Hybrid. Important to throw the hybrid in, very important to my wife. And we'll get a new Lincoln MKS coming along, so we're pretty happy being tried, dyed blue Ford.
Absolutely. We had the honor of serving together at the Consumer Electronics Show in Las Vegas, and Ford was the only automobile company who was invited. And of course, you know, the innovation that we have done with Sync between Microsoft and Ford is just incredible. And we got the award this last year for the best innovation in consumer electronics with the cars. And so it was really a proud moment to stand on the stage with Steve and showcase Ford and Microsoft working together.
That's fun. And this is the millionth car off the line
one millionth car with Sync technology, and we have nearly a 70% take rate now on the Sync technology. Everybody just loves hands-free, voice-activated, seamlessly connected to the internet. There's the future. The future is now.
Cool.
So Alan, put it in context. If you can do cars like this with this technology, where does that help Ford going forward?
Well, this is such a such a statement, a proof point for the new Ford, because as you all know, Ford made a commitment about 3 years ago that we're going to have a complete family of vehicles, small, medium, and large, cars, utilities, and trucks. And of course, in the United States, Ford has been the industry leader for 34 years in the larger vehicles. And so what we want to do is provide the U.S. citizens with vehicles of all sizes, and also every one of them would be best in class in quality, best in class in fuel efficiency and safety, and the best value. And the Ford Fusion that's sitting here today is the proof point, another proof point. Every new vehicle that we're delivering is absolutely best in class with the best in the world.
What are you guys doing right that you're not line up for a bailout at this point like Chrysler and GM?
Well, Ford is clearly in a much different place. You know, we started this transformation journey of Ford about 2.5 years ago, and we knew it'd be led by world-class products as well as restructuring to get back to profitability during the worst of times with the economy. So we went to the banks when credit was available. We had a great business case. We took out a small home improvement loan at the time. So, clearly we have the financing in place, and so not only do we have sufficient liquidity, but we're also continuing to invest in this world-class family of vehicles. So, we're in a different place than many of our competitors, and we're in really good shape going forward to create a very exciting, viable Ford for all of us.
Steve, does the economic downturn create a new opportunity for Microsoft to get its technology into more cars, not just Fords?
I think economic downturn or not, I mean, the future is absolutely to provide more of the right services in car with the right level of safety as well, very important, and that's why things like the hands-free functionality and Sync are so important. We see a big opportunity on that. And they talk about the size of the U.S. auto market, 10 million vehicles, 12, 14, 16, whatever it's going to be. It's a lot of cars, and then you project that out globally, and we just see a tremendous opportunity, and we're glad to have Ford as a lead partner.
I might add to that, it was a neat arrangement because clearly Microsoft has a lot of capability, and Ford is on the leading edge of innovation in automobile technology, but we also wanted to make sure that Steve could support all the customers. So even though we have an exclusive for the first year on Microsoft on Sync itself, we also have an agreement that he can support the other customers too, which I think is great for all of us, because like Steve said, to be able to seamlessly connect to the internet, that be hands-free and voice-activated, to maintain all the safety features, but then have all your communication, navigation devices with you, is absolutely the future. And the car is another node on the big internet in the sky.
Is this a step towards a fully integrated, computer and car relationship? Right now, you could see it as an optional thing, but is it going to be supposed to be more of an integrated thing going forward?
I think absolutely it'll be mainstream. And what was really exciting to all of us is that people just do not want to be disconnected. We all want to be connected, whether it's our communication devices or whether it's navigation or guidance. And now we added the new 911 feature, which automatically will get you help when you need it. So it's kind of like, you know, the car is the centerpiece of our life, and we want to be seamlessly connected all the time that we're in our car. And of course, Ford and Microsoft are leading the way in that, but it's like information, it's going to be ubiquitous going forward.
Yeah, the fact that Alan can say there's a 70% take rate means that if you make it easy, most people are going to want it. At some point, you know, like everything else on cars, it'll become the default as opposed to the thing you order extra, and then the question will be how many people choose to carve it out. And just take from when I was a kid, it used to be, you know, the power brakes was an option. They're not an option anymore, and I think this stuff all goes the same direction.
It really is a neat blend, because if you look at the reasons people at the top of their list for choosing a car will be quality and the features that you really want, and then of course the fuel efficiency, and then the safety. And so a feature like Sync really delivers on all three of those pillars of why we buy a car. So I think we'll just see more and more capable vehicles going forward as the technology improves.